Welcome, Aries. We are going to look at the qualities of your new person coming in. We're going to look at who they may remind you of. We're going to look at the shadow aspects that you may need to release and heal and let go of so that you don't block or sabotage the connection. And then we're going to look at the qualities that they are attracted to, your qualities, your beautiful qualities, Aries, that your new love will be attracted to. So let's get started. If you're joining me live, welcome. As I said, we are looking at the energy of Aries, new person. The new person coming in for Aries. Let's check this new person out. Talk to me about the new person coming in for Aries. We get the Four of Pentacles in reverse. We're going to get a little clarity on that. We're going to look at the qualities of this person, new person coming in for Aries. Okay, this is someone who could be an earth sign. Could also be a water sign. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. They may be holding on to something from the past, holding on to an old connection, holding on to, I don't have the past card, but I'm thinking about memories of the past here. They may be holding on too tightly to something. Let me look at what's going on here. Show me more about this person coming in for Aries. Who is coming in from Aries? They may have some codependency issues. That's not good news, is it? I'm thinking this is an earth sign. This is a slow moving person. Okay, this is a slow moving energy. I just want to look at something for you. The Three of Cups in the reverse. I need to see the value you bring to a relationship. Disputes or miscommunication, feeling left out. Sometimes the love triangle need to make amends. I feel like they're feeling sorry for themselves a little bit. I feel like they're not realizing. I think maybe they did have some codependency issues. Aries, this is your new person. And I think they didn't see the value that they did bring to the connection, that they did bring to this person that they were with. And they're also just dragging their feet, taking forever. They may know of you, but they're just moving so slowly because I think they've lost a lot of self-worth from past relationships. Again, possibly an earth sign coming in for you, Aries. New person's energy feels like an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Let's see, who will they remind you of? Who in your past or in your current environment will this person remind you of? You know, you meet them and you're like, oh yeah, they make me think of so-and-so. They hold a lot of the same energy, a lot of the same characteristics. This could be someone, remind you, someone in your past who sits on the fence a lot, like they know what they should do, but they're just not able to do it. They don't like confrontation. They don't like to make the hard choices. They don't like to hurt people or hurt their feelings. And they feel trapped by that. They're really trapped by their own fear, but they kind of blame it on, the other person not wanting to hurt them. Could be an air sign. Yes, again, I think this is an air sign that I'll remind you of, an air sign that you know of that could be rather, I think they avoid conflict. That's what I'm getting with this person. Someone in your experience that just avoids conflict, but they also feel a little bit passive aggressive, like a little bit, little bitchy, like they say one thing, they try to be nice up front, but then it's got kind of a passive aggressive side to it. So when this new person comes in, Aries, it can remind you, they may look like this old person. They may have the same personality traits. Something will remind you. I'm telling you this so that you can recognize them when they come in. They remind you of, if you know who this is, you just do, right? Thank you for that thumbs up. I appreciate that very much. This possible air sign in your life that's currently in your life, or they may be a past person, but they avoid conflict and they're a little bit passive aggressive. Give me one more card on this air sign that they'll remind you of. Yeah, this is someone who has two sides to them. Again, I'm seeing this person could be a Gemini even. You know, they have a soft side inside of them, but they also have a fierce side. Like, yeah, it just depends. To your back, you know, they talk a big game. You know, they can really talk it up about, oh, I'm going to do this and this and this and this, and then to the person's face, they talk all sweet and, oh no, it's all good. You know, anyway, that's who they may remind you of. So let's look at what shadow aspects that you might need to work on for you to not block this connection, or for you not to sabotage it. Or let's just see, what shadow side does Aries need to work on? What's the shadow of Aries that we need to look at today? What's the shadow of Aries that we need to look at today? Fast moving energy. You may have a tendency to just really move things along too quickly, and you also may have a black and white mentality, meaning it's got to be all or nothing. It's got to be this way or that way. There is no in between. You know, it's like either you're in or you're out. You don't really play with it. So you may not be the most patient of individuals. So that may be something that you need to work on, or that this connection is going to trigger within you for you to work on it, because they're coming in as the Nine of Pentacles, which means they're going to take their time with just about everything. And you may want to speed it along a lot faster. What's some other shadow? Let me get a different deck. What's some other shadow side of you that you need to work on or will be triggered by this connection? You may have a tendency, Aries, to be a little bit of a workaholic. You may tend to focus on your work just a little too much, as in lose yourself in it. Or you may be a little bit too focused on money or finances at the moment. And that is something that will sabotage the connection. This is an earth energy, which I think they're an earth sign as well, which I think they're probably also a hard worker. You know, they're very, you know, they take care of their money. They're financially stable. They can also be a little bit stingy with their money. They're coming in the reverse Four of Pentacles, and that can be holding on to their money a little too. They could be cheap. I'm sorry, Aries. They might be cheap, or they may just be cautious, but they could also be holding on to some issues around codependency. I felt that really strongly for them too. But it will bring up these tendencies maybe to overwork or overfocus on work, or overfocus on finances or materialistic things. It could bring up some issues around that. What else? This can also challenge you and bring in a lot of confusion for you. Let me see. What else? What else? What is your shadow side that needs to be worked on? What can you be working on to either bring in this connection? Also, a little bit around stability and commitment issues. Do you have any trust issues there, Aries? Do you have any stability issues? Do you have any commitment issues? Are you wanting to build something solid? Maybe you are. Maybe you have past pains around an old marriage or an old commitment or something around that this is going to trigger for you unless you work on it now before they come in and are able to. So work on any black and white thinking or moving too fast or lack of patience. Work on anything in your life right now that you may still hold confusion around. Okay? If you hold confusion around anything, be working on that, Aries. All right? Emotional stuff. Deep emotional things. If you tend to focus on materialistic things or money or be a bit of a workaholic, let's look at that. And also any commitment issues or anything where you're challenged in your stability, anything that's unstable in your life. Be working on those now to shift the energy. Okay? Because if you don't, when this person comes in, it's going to be a major challenge, or you'll block what could possibly grow and evolve between you two. So now let's look at the beautiful qualities of you. And I know Aries has many, many beautiful qualities. Let's see the beautiful qualities that this possible earth sign is going to be so attracted to. They're going to love your fire. They're going to, what are they going to love about Aries? What is it that they're attracted to about Aries? What are they attracted to about Aries? Show me what they're attracted to about Aries. Your ability to overcome mental being tied up in your mind about things, being able to overcome mental challenges, your ability to self-reflect, your ability to not let negative thoughts, not let things confuse you, not let things hold you back, not let things, a lot of times in relationships, when we start to have problems within our relationships, it's because our mind is telling us things about the other person. And we get into this focus of focusing on the problems, and then we start creating problems, and then that's all we can see, and then the relationship's ruined. But the mind started it all. Okay. The mind gets us all bound up and tied up and confused. And basically, the other person's just up against whatever your mind says about them. What's beautiful about you is that you don't do that. You don't take your mind's word for it. You actually are able to see past the lies that your mind tells about situations and people, and to be able to see the truth. I think that that is something that they'll really admire about you. What else will they admire about you? What else will they be attracted to about you? Yes, mental strength. There's something about you, Aries, that is super clear, direct communication, and you have a lot of mental clarity and a lot of mental strength, and you're very responsible with your thoughts and with your words, as in you don't use words to tear others down. You're just not like that. And listen, they'll really be attracted to that, because I think that the situation that they are coming from, because it looks like they had their confidence torn down a lot. I think the situation they're coming from created a lot of codependency, a lot of confidence problems, confidence issues, and they were probably tied up with someone who did the opposite of what they're seeing in you. Probably did use their words to tear them down, and did use their words to tie them up in their mind. But they're seeing you don't do that. And they're very attracted to that quality about you. You don't do that. You're very cautious and responsible with your words and with your thoughts. You have a very strong mental energy about you, a very healthy one, Aries, and they're going to be attracted to that, and they're going to love that. What else will they be attracted to? What other positive qualities will they be attracted to, Aries? The way that you have been able to walk away from difficult situations that you've invested a lot of time and energy into, and still be who you are. And you came away from that stronger than you didn't let it destroy you. You didn't let it tear you down. They see you as a super strong individual. In all the places that they feel weak in, they see you super strong. They're like, wow, like I wish I could, like, man, this person has been through it, and they invested so much of their time and energy into this thing. But look at them. They just got, their mind is stronger for it. They're just beautiful, and they're responsible, and they don't treat others the way I was treated in my past relationship. They see that and they love that. So show me the connecting, this new love relationship coming in for you. Let me see the union card. Let me see the union card, please. So this is stepping in. You're going to both be asked, okay? As this comes in for you, this is going to challenge you both to come up higher and to see something from a new perspective. This is going to lead you both to be able to get unstuck from something both of you have been stuck in, whether it was in past relationships, past connections, a work situation, a financial situation, a career situation, something that has had you stuck. You got the hangman in reverse, which means you're getting unstuck from this thing. Something that's had you stuck because of this union, this thing that's coming in. Please do your work. Rewatch this, what I just said about what you need to be working on in your shadow aspects. But this is going to get you you're going to inspire and motivate each other to finally see what you need to see and get unstick yourselves and be able to move forward to hopefully together. But I really see that this is the purpose of this connection. Now, whether this is a lifelong connection, whether this ends in marriage, I don't know. This feels like a very, what's the word? I want to say symbiotic. Is that the word? Where you're both, one's helping the other, like because you're in each other's lives, it's helping something else click. So this new person, even though you may see these codependency issues, you may see confidence issues, you may see this slow moving energy, they don't know their value, they don't know their worth yet. You may see that and you might be turned off by it because you're strong. You just feel really strong mentally. Okay. But don't let that turn you off. Okay. Even though they may remind you of this person who is kind of a passive aggressive bitchy person that they may look like that person or they may sound like that person or something about them will remind you of this past person. Even though they remind you that, don't let that turn you off. Give it a chance because this is going to help both of you get unstuck from some situation I feel like you've been just caught up in for a very long time. I hope that helps you and thank you for watching and please subscribe and I'll see you on the next one.